Hello everyone, today I'm going to be beating Elden Ring and its DLC without using runes. Not using runes means I can't level, I can't buy anything from shops, and I can't upgrade weapons, making me very weak, very fragile, and massively restricting the items I have access to. This completely changed how I had to think about the game. Oh my god! Oh, it's over! Forcing me to fight each boss almost perfectly. Yes! Oh, f***ing hell, that took way too long. And use any bit of game knowledge I have to give myself an edge. Beautiful. We're skipped Godskin Duo. Doesn't that feel so incredibly good? I'm planning on making many more videos like this one, so if you enjoyed this video, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Okay, so no runes. Not a single one. I should probably make a very informed decision about which class to pick here, but instead of doing that, I'm just gonna go Samurai. I imagine not having any int or faith might come and bite us in the ass at some point. But hopefully it just works out. Okay, so we have no runes, which means we can't level, we can't upgrade weapons, we can't buy anything from shops, which does limit our options quite a lot. Although, not completely. I just have to think about the game in a different way. There are still ways we can access a few upgraded weapons, because some of them come pre-upgraded, like Patches' weapon, or killing the guy in the fort at the bottom of Weeping, or Rogier's weapon. All of those come upgraded, so we can get a few weapon upgrades. Not very many, though. Obviously, stats effects are still going to be pretty good if we want to use an unupgraded weapon. Something like the Starfist is probably still going to be good, Cold Bleed Starfist, even compared to like +8 Halberd or whatever. But I think the primary setup I'm going to go with is going to be like +8 Halberd or +7 Spear with Ice Spear. That's going to be the big Ash of War. Although I imagine it'll be changing a lot depending on who we're fighting. Also, I imagine there's going to be a lot of things in this run that are going to be problems that I haven't thought about beforehand. Like one of the things I only recently realized is that we're gonna run out of kukri because we can't buy infinite kukri. So I think that makes getting to the DLC a bit more important because we can get the Smith Script Spear, which basically functions as infinite kukri. It also would be really nice to get some form of stealth. Obviously, we can't get Gambit because you have to buy it. I think the most convenient form of stealth we can actually get is Lamenting Visage from the DLC as well. So we're probably gonna want to go to DLC reasonably early. I think I might go to like Morgott and then head to the DLC. I think I'm just gonna go kill Margit and Godrick now as well. Like we could go get Patches Spear or the Banished Knight Halberd immediately, but I think +0 Uchi should be enough. Get ready for some pure unsheath spam. Classic. Little poke in the knee to open it up. Okay, that's pretty good damage. This is definitely one of the better starting classes for running in and fighting Margit immediately, just because Unsheath is so stupidly strong. Because of stuff like that. Like, that does 30 poise damage, by the way. Unsheath R2. Phase 2. And another one. Straight into this, too. Is he gonna stagger? Yep. No, I missed my post. Damn it. I got too greedy. We also got the bleed there. And dead. Beautiful. Very clean. It also would be nice if I could find a torch somewhere out in the world. I suppose Lamenting Visage solves that problem as well, since it's both a torch and stealth. I gotta get to the DLC early, I guess. One of the other things that's a really big deal is that because we have no runes, we can't buy the crafting kit, which means we can't ever craft anything on this run, which is obviously really rough, because that means no sleep pots. Okay, Godrick time. You will buckle under Unsheath as well. It's pretty good damage still. And another one. Probably get another one in here. And hit him in the middle of this. And stagger. Big headshot there. Very nice. That was kind of a late roll. And another one. I found out recently this doesn't bug on stairs, which is nice. But I don't want to be close to him in case he does Whirlwind. Yep. That's a little bit sketchy. Okay, there's phase 2. Surely that's enough to script the stagger at the start of this phase. Yep. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and I hit the headshot. Oh! This weapon is so good, dude. Bye-bye. Very nice. Okay. That's Godrick and Margit out of the way. Now I think I do want to go grab Patch's Spear, which comes at +7. And also probably want to get both Dectus Half so we can have Altus access and all the other items that are on the way that are useful, like Radahn Source Seal. So let's go do that. Also, if you want to come down and do Patches, but you don't want to fight this invader, you can just do this. Approach from this side, and then as soon as you get kicked off Torrent, just run directly backwards and he'll return to his world. It's very, very nice. There's a good strat for fighting Patches too. If you wait for his orange mist, you can just hit him for free. So this orange mist doesn't actually do damage to you. It just debuffs you. So you can just hit him and he keeps doing it even when you're hit with the debuff for whatever reason. Beautiful. Bye-bye. Okay, there's +7 Spear. This time we are 100% killing Alexander, because we're going to use quite a lot of Ashes of War, and we're definitely going to be using them long before we get to Farum, so... Bye-bye. Okay, Warrior Jar Shard, thank you very much. This is going to be very useful with our Ice Spear strategy, tap Warrior Jar Shard. Also, while I'm here, I'm just going to grab Blue Dance Charm quickly. And bye-bye. What? There we go. Okay, there's Blue Dance Charm. Here's one Dectus Half. Sacred Blades right here too. This is going to be a pretty useful Ash of War to grab. Honestly, all of the Ashes of War that add a bunch of flat damage to your weapon are going to be good. Here's Dectus Half number 2. And here's Radahn Scar Seal. While we're right here, actually, we should kill the Knight's Cav to get Ice Spear. Really? Hopefully he doesn't do that again. Beautiful. Okay, big combo. Sometimes Impaling Thrust really turns you to face the enemy, and sometimes it just fucking misses, man. Also, what is he doing? Like, just what are you doing? Yeah, nice one. I mean, it's like, you know, giving your 2-year-old the controller in the driving game. I say that like I have a 2-year-old as a point of reference. Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye. There's Ice Spear. I will definitely come back and go through Riot Lucaria, at least enough to kill Red Wolf, so we can get Glintstone Webblade, because that's Cold Infusion, but I'm not going to do that right away. For now, we're going to head to Altus, and then do Radahn. Okay, let's go fight Radahn. Alright, here we go. Radahn time. Time to Ice Spear this fool to the head. Interesting opener. Oh, Big Frost. You gotta remember as well, this does ridiculously good poise damage. So he's gonna stagger really fast here. Okay, get behind him. Yep, get that riposte. Gonna drink after this. There's another Frost. Okay. Nice. That was good. Oh, he stays frosted. It's kind of nice. Good. That looked a little sketchy. There's another Frost. He's got to be close to staggering. He's got to be extremely close to staggering. Yep. And dead? Yeah. Good. Okay, so from here, the plan is, I think we do DTS, and then Goldfrey and Morgott, and then we go Vari's Quest and Mohg into the DLC, just so we can get all 4 of our talisman slots before we go fight Mohg. Speaking of which, we should go talk to the woman by the fingers to get our talisman pouch before it moves to the shop and we can't get it. Thank you. Definitely didn't want to miss that one. Okay, let's go do DTS then. This should be pretty good here too, simply because the damage looks solid there, so it should be solid again. Flawless logic, to be honest. I think that was a stagger and a frost at the same time. Oh, never mind. Should be able to get 2 off here. Beautiful. Another tap R2. There's another stagger. Another 2 ice spears. I guess I'm gonna drink here since I don't really have a choice. Just a little bit of stalling from him. Hopefully he does the big one. Nope. Classic DTS, 1 million forward rolls and R1s. Whoa, he did that in a really, really weird way. That's not what he normally does there. Wish he would show me any opening that's not tiny. He doesn't seem to want to though. Oh, here we go. Please? Nope. Beautiful. And then 2 ice spears to finish the job. Nice. Very clean. Textbook DTS kill. Okay, before we go and fight Goldfrey, there are a couple of pretty important items for us to grab around here. The first of which is Sanctified Webblades, which, as I found out last run, you can't get after burning the bowl. So I've got to make sure to grab it now, just in case. Okay, so there's that. Then I also want to get Starfist and Ritual Shield Talisman. Okay, here's Starfists. Despite the fact that these are going to be stuck at +0, I'm still pretty sure there's going to be numerous situations where they outdamage our pre-upgraded weapons, just because they are so incredibly strong, especially when they've got a cold infusion, because then they have hold and bleed. And there's Ritual Shield Talisman. Okay, before we go fight Goldfrey as well, I want to grab Lightning Spear and throw that on one of our weapons. We can't use it on the +7 spear, so we are going to have to put it on a unupgraded weapon, but I'm still pretty sure it's going to outdamage the spear, just because Goldfrey is so weak to lightning. I don't think it will matter all that much regardless, to be honest. Also, I didn't mention, but Ritual Shield Talisman is a very important item. I'm probably not going to use it very much on this run, at least for major bosses, because I'm doing this run primarily to get some good practice in. But for any other section, it is the most significant thing that is going to reduce damage we take, because it reduces damage by 40% when you're at full health, which is enormous. Like, it's the only thing that's going to prevent us from getting one shot in late game, basically. That is barely safe, but that's quite a lot of damage for a +0 weapon. And then obviously the damage buff is enormous. Beautiful. And with katanas too, you can get charge heavy off on the jump attack openings. Or not charge heavy, jump heavy. Got him in the loop. Ah. Oh. He might be dead. Probably. Bye-bye. Give me my talisman pouch. Okay, that's 4 of 4 talisman pouches. Did you guys know that you can run up here and crouch in this corner, and then when the Black Knife Assassin stands up, you can just walk behind them? Wow. Okay, Morgott time. This should be fairly simple too. Just Ice Spear. Morgott doesn't have very much health, so... That was a bit sketchy. Beautiful. No, I missed my riposte. How annoying. Maybe I just do that. Oh. Oh, base 2, I guess. He's kind of stalling me out. Oh my god, I think I might have messed that up. Give me the post, nice. Kind of out of FP. Oh, he's kind of dead. Bye-bye. That's pretty clean too. I mean, it's just like I said, Morgott doesn't have that much health. It's such a shame as well, because he's such a cool boss. Like, easily one of the best bosses in the game. Okay, so with Morgott dead, let's go do Vare's quest now. I really cannot escape this motherfucker, can I? Every run, regardless of what it is. Wow, that looks fucking awesome. I don't know where I'm getting all this foggy weather from. Look how incredible that is. Sometimes you'll just load into an area in this game, and the skybox and the lighting and the time of day will all be just right, and it'll look so beautiful that even though you're completely desensitized to how the game looks, like me, because you've played it so much, that it's like still shocking. It's like, holy fuck, I really am playing a painting. That's something I thought about a lot when I was practicing Messmer. Every time I went to practice, about an hour in, I would be like, oh my god, this game is beautiful. It's like I can see every brushstroke. It's like I'm in the concept art. When is that tarnished edition of the game coming out, by the way? It's gotta be soon, right? I think probably what I'm gonna do for when that comes out is I'm gonna buy a Switch 2, and then I'm gonna do a run on the Switch 2 only using items from the new edition. I think that would be fun to like celebrate its release. That will be quite an expensive video as well. Although I'm gonna have to buy a Switch 2 anyway for Duskbloods. Thank you. Bye-bye. Time to take another thingy. Ah! Just give me the seal, man. Thank you. Off we go. Okay, Mohg time. Hopefully this isn't so bad. I genuinely have no idea what a damage is going to look like here. It's possible that going Cold Bleed Starfist would actually still be better here, but we'll see. But if I just lock in, I can probably kill him reasonably quickly. Like, I could probably Ice Spear here. I guess the only downside is that obviously reliant on having enough FP. But we do have all this range, which is nice. Beautiful. And we have to waste all my openings to drink, too. I think it's very possible that Starfist would be better here, just because I won't have to drink. Oh, I was standing in Bloodflame there? Shit, dude, I didn't realize. Okay, well, we didn't die. Wow, he's being very aggressive. Okay. Successfully swapped to Starfists. The damage is quite good. It is just a really insanely good moveset against him, though. Wow, that was a very fast bleed. That was a ridiculously fast bleed. It's been a while since I've used a lot of Starfists or anything, even though they're by far my most used weapon. Probably get another one in. The stamina management is something you've got to be careful on with this weapon, though. Okay, there's another stagger. Another bleed already. And another stagger. What a dumb weapon this is, I'm not gonna lie. Get. And another bleed. Beautiful. Damn, the headshots are so much damage with this weapon too. Oh, man. Of course. It has to happen every time. Every time I get to Mohg, I've got to choke right at the end. Well, okay, considering what we saw there, let's go get Cold Bleed Starfists. The quickest way to do so is probably just killing Red Wolf, to be honest. Isn't that so dumb, though? This +7 spear with Ice Spear is being pretty easily outdamaged by +0 Starfist with no infusion. That's crazy to me. 7 weapon levels and it doesn't even compete. And a good Ash of War. I'm here, doggy. Hopefully I am good enough for this fight. I should be. He also doesn't have that much health. Oh, nice. Didn't think that was actually going to hit him. Oh, beautiful. Get the riposte. Like that other side of the head riposte because the hitbox is super janky. Very clean. I really, really like Red Wolf with the sword. I think the moveset is sick. The only problem is the frame trap, but apart from that, it's so, so good. And there's Glintstone Wetblade. I guess if we're doing this, we may as well go grab Cragblade as the Ash of War to put on it as well. Okay, there it is. Alright, back to Mohg. This should be pretty fucking good. It's just like the standard +0 setup, basically. Oh my god. Okay, well, here's phase 2. Oh my god. That was incredibly close. I should not have done what I did there. Oh my god, how was I not standing in the Blood Flame there? I mean, normally you can dodge it that way, but it just didn't look like it was going to be possible there. But these are getting sketchy. I just didn't roll. Oh, no way. All of those weird things that happen that I managed to dodge, and then I die because I just didn't press the button. That's always how it goes. There's a Bleed. There's a Frost. There's a Stagger. Okay, there was a lot of stuff all in one go. And another Stagger. And another Bleed. Probably instant phase 2 here. Yup. Okay. Can't say I love this positioning. I'm just gonna run on that, try and reposition. I would love for him to come more centrally. Good roll. Oh my god. Good thing I roughly know the timing on that. Okay, that was like just exceptionally scuffed. About as scuffed as it could possibly get. But fine though. This is where I want him to be. Stagger? Nope. There we go. And there's a Frost. I don't love this positioning either. I'm just gonna run on this. Okay, good. Really wish he wasn't magnetizing to the tombstones on the edge of the arena, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Wasn't sure if I could walk forwards there, so I didn't want to get too greedy. Damn. Back up against the tombstones again. Oh, I stepped in fucking Blood Flame. That sucks. Okay, well at least he came out of his hole. Beautiful. Beautiful. Not sure how his poise didn't reset at any point during that sequence, but I guess it didn't. Beautiful. There's another bleed. He's got to be close to staggering too. Oh. I did not like him walking back there. Stagger? No? Okay, surely here. There we go. Probably dead. Yeah, definitely dead. Okay, good. I walked into Bloodflame, which got me hit once, but apart from that, that was pretty clean. I'm reasonably happy. Cool. There's DLC access, which means we can go and get Lamenting Visage, which is both stealth and a torch. Two things that are very important to me, even though they're not really required for the run. So in we go. Strangely enough, I'm pretty sure our damage is going to be quite a bit better here than it is in the base game a lot of the time, because Scadutree Fragments are such a significant damage increase. With that being said though, I'm still pretty concerned about some of the bosses in here. PCR, obviously, Leda's extremely scary and concerning. And right now, to get Lamenter's Visage, we are going to have to kill Ancient Dragon Man. I'm probably going to need to be slightly more diligent than I normally am with collecting all of the Scadutree Fragments that I can. This has got to be either the most or least stressful run for you guys who care about me losing my runes every run, because I have almost 1 million runes on me right now, which normally would be extremely concerning. But obviously, I can't use them for anything. So does that make it zero stress, or is it still stressful just because the big number is there? Okay, so we do need to collect as many Scadutree Fragments as we can here to give ourselves the best shot when fighting Ancient Dragon Man. So let's do that. Ba, 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 ba. Look at all those items I just picked up. Wow, 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 wow. Isn't that cool? For me, that took actual real time. In fact, I haven't even done it yet. I'm sitting here beforehand saying this, thinking about how the next hour of my life is gonna go. Meanwhile, there you are sitting there enjoying the video. Isn't the wonders of editing so great? Oh shit, I'm also gonna have to go get a shackle at some point. I guess we have sewer access. I can get Mohg's shackle. See, if I had a shackle here, my life would be way easier. In fact, I'll just go get one. Beautiful. Anyway, you can shackle here to open that around the corner, which is nice. You don't have to go fuck with the bats. Okay, while we're here as well, I'm gonna quickly grab the Smith's Crypt Spear from inside this forge. There it is. So this item is so important because we can use it to distract enemies. So obviously we can't buy infinite kukri, but what we can do is chuck this and get enemies to turn like that. And obviously we can use this infinitely. So we don't need to worry about anything like that anymore, which is very, very nice. While we're here, I'm also going to grab the two-handed swordsman talisman, since we're bound to use it at some point. I suppose we could also kill Gaius right now before we go fight Ancient Dragon Man, because I imagine he will be quite a bit easier. And he obviously has all those Scadutree Fragments behind him. How many do I have right now? Wow, I'm already blessing level 9. That's crazy. Okay, well, let's fight Gaius now then. I think I'm definitely going to go Starfist for this one as well, just because it's such a good moveset for fighting him. His openings aren't particularly large, but they're large enough for Starfist charge heavies. Also, it's been a very long time since I've done any Gaius practice, so I guess we'll see what the effects of that are. Could be that I'm washed up. He used to be one of my most consistent bosses, for sure. But do you see what I mean, though? Every opening is a charge heavy with this, which is not true for most things. It's just really well suited. And the staggers they're coming, they're rolling in. I suppose they won't be as frequent once our Cragblade runs out, which it just did, I think. Oh. Beautiful. It may be that I should put an upgraded dam. I rolled so early. What I was gonna say is that it may be that I should put an upgraded weapon in my offhand just to take riposts if I'm gonna be using unupgraded Starfists. That's probably a pretty good idea. Okay, 1 second. If we're gonna do that as well, we should use our lightest upgraded weapon. And there's actually one we haven't picked up, and that's Roger's Rapier. Thank you. Alright, back to Gaius. Okay, attempt number 2. Beautiful. Straight into the big combo. It's crazy to me that people don't like this boss. He's so incredibly good. Oh, I was out of stamina. Yeah, that'll happen. I do remember stam being a pretty consistent problem on this boss because he has fairly frequent openings, especially with Starfist. You're doing a full charge heavy, which is a ton of stamina. Okay, got a ranged attack. That was bad. That was also weird. Don't do that again, please. Stagger. Nice. Okay, so is this riposte damage worth it? Probably. It's quite a lot. There's a frost. There's another stagger. I'm like out of stam this whole time though. It makes you wonder though if that's the riposte damage. Is it just better with going with an upgraded weapon? I don't know. Nice. Like, the staggers are so constant though, right? Like, this is why I wanted to use Starfist over something that's upgraded. And I guess with this, like, strat of swapping off for the upgrade, it's probably not losing out on much damage at all. Okay, I actually got the roll that time. He's probably going to stagger immediately after this. Yep. Beautiful. The stamina tier in our physic is honestly coming in, like, super useful. Because we're running out of stam even with it, which means we're really making the most of it, at least. Okay. Being kind of a weirdo right now. I missed. He probably would have staggered. Here, maybe? Yep. Okay. Like, one more status effect proc, and he's dead. Beautiful. No, I missed my riposte. God damn it. It finally happened. Okay, into the air again. He's gonna stagger after this. Surely. Okay, there we go. And riposte. He was so close to death. One more poke. Bye-bye. Good. There goes Gaius, which means we get our reward of giant Scadutree fragment injection. Beautiful. Okay, that's every Scadutree fragment that I can be bothered to get off the top of my head. Let's see what blessing level that brings us to. Okay, it brings us to Blessing 11, which is pretty good, to be honest. I think normally I get about Blessing level 11 by the time we beat the DLC. Okay, let's go finally kill Ancient Dragon Man. Okay, so I don't have a good cheese here or anything. I think I'm just gonna have to fight him straight up, which I do kind of know how to do, although I'm not very consistent at. I'm not sure what to expect here. Let's just hope for the best. He is like a reasonably consistent NPC boss to fight. Oof, that's not a lot of damage though. Fortunately, this is a reasonably good moveset. And we have Frost, of course. We have stats effects. And obviously we get backstabs and stuff. And maybe it won't be too bad. That was... Oh my god, that's actually so insane. That was pretty quick, so let me play that again. I did a rolling attack. It would have hit him. It clanked on that tiny lip of the rock poking up from the ground, and because I clanked, I got killed. That's so trash. He's being so nice right now. Surprised he isn't drinking. There's the drink. Beautiful. I'm probably gonna get one more frost and then swap to the rapier. Beautiful. Oh my god, I accidentally pressed the wrong button twice. Okay, this moveset kind of isn't nearly as good, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's a bleed. I'm gonna go back to the spear. That filled me with fucking dread. We are so close. We need one frost. Beautiful. Oh my god, I almost messed that up. And he's dead. Oh, thank god. That actually really wasn't all that bad. This spear is pretty good for dealing with him. It like catches him in the loop where he does one light attack and then you strafe and then he does one light attack pretty well. That feels like such a relief to know that that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, with that done, we can go and get Lamenter's Visage. So let's go do that immediately. And then this is Lamenter's Visage. Nope. And this is Lamenter's Visage? Yep. Finally. Let's get out of here. So if you don't know what this thing does, it's basically a torch with an Ash of War that provides a stealth effect. It's a very brief stealth effect, but it is very powerful. Like, it's really good stealth, it just doesn't last very long. So it's super useful. Okay, with that sorted, we need to start tackling the elephant in the room, basically. Or, the way I see it, 3 or 4 elephants in the room. So the biggest problems that we have are Leda, Gideon, Godskin Duo, and Jori. All of which we have to fight at some point to get to other bosses and actually complete the run. Considering those are our largest problems and the things that might block this run from happening, we should go to them as soon as possible. And I think the quickest one to get to is probably back to the base game through the critical path, then get to Godskin Duo, and then do Gideon. So I do have some ideas of what to do for all of these bosses, but there's no guarantee that they'll work super well or be easy. There's a variety of reasons why all of these are difficult, by the way. So Leda's so difficult because it's 2 NPC bosses, and NPC bosses don't play by the rules. They'll just do some bullshit that's unreactable and kill you instantly. And obviously, there's 2 of them at the very least. So it's very difficult to deal with unless you have a specific strat. And normally, the good no-hit strat is using rot pots. You come into the fight with stealth, you rot Dane, he dies, and then you can stunlock Leda to death using a colossal sword. But unfortunately, we can't craft, because we can't buy the crafting kit because it costs runes. So we're gonna have to figure out some other solution for that. And then Godskin Duo is difficult for the obvious reasons. It's just 2 bosses in one. It is definitely possible to consistently fight Godskin Duo safely, although it is very difficult and I kind of suck at it. So we'll give it a shot, but if not, there is another strat that we can do to get past them. Gideon is difficult for a very similar reason to Leda, but at the very least, that one is made very consistent if you're good at it. So hopefully I can just learn the strats there and just simply get good and win. And then Jori is difficult because he summons a shit ton of enemies. Fortunately, there's a really good strat for dealing with him, which involves backstab looping, which I do pretty much every single run. The only thing is, we are gonna need to consistently hit the backstab loop for a very long period of time, which is quite a lot of execution required. Aside from that though, all the other bosses that we've got left aren't particularly scary because at the very worst, you know, I might not be very good at them, but I can simply just practice and learn the boss, understand their moveset, and win. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all going to be about me playing as well as I can and simply improving, aside from maybe Leda, but those ones are the biggest problems because they are just absolutely brutal through and through. Okay, before I go and fight Fire Giant, there are a couple of things I want to grab. The first is Venomous Fang, because I think I want to go with Poison and then Poison Flower Blooms twice to get the huge percentage-based damage hit, and then swap off once they're poisoned to probably like Blood Flame Blade on Roger's Rapier, something like that. Oh, okay, there we go, Venomous Fang. Okay, let's go grab Poison Flower Blooms twice from the DLC to throw on this. Oh no. Okay, good, I got it. I don't care that I died. Okay, and then last thing, let's go get a seal so we can cast Bloodflame Blade. Okay, there we go. I need 10 Arcane. Oh. I guess we're gonna have to kill Mimic Tear as well, because we need 10 Arcane to cast Bloodflame Blade. Rapiers are very good for this. Beautiful. That's basically what I want to do to Gideon, by the way. That's a bunch of Arcane. Alright, let's go fight Fire Giant. I have no idea if this is going to be good, but it'll be interesting. I do want to test some more stuff out on this run, because there's quite a few strategies that could be effective. Also, if you don't know much about Venomous Fang, by the way, they're a pretty interesting weapon, because they come with innate poison, but then if you put Poison Infusion on them, they get a different type of poison called Deadly Poison, which does a lot more damage. Any poisons? Okay, he's poisoned. Okay, so now we swap to this. Okay, there's the break. No bleed yet. Also, poison is gonna run out, like, somewhat soon, which I'm kind of concerned about. Okay, good timing. Beautiful. I really hate how he keeps standing on the awkward parts of the arena, I'm not gonna lie. Thank God I know how to dodge that properly. Okay, there's absolutely no way that this is better than going Starfist, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. I just did not read what he was doing there. Okay, well that strat sucked. That was some cheeks. We're doing a different strat. I think what I should do instead is probably just Starfist in this hand. The Venomous Fang idea was good. The issue was the Bloodflame Blade stuff wasn't doing anything for us. Okay, I imagine this is going to be quite a bit better, to be honest with you. I think one of the reasons it's so hard to compete with Starfist too is because they just do so much poise damage. And the Stag is such a huge opportunity for building up like status effects and stuff. Very nice. Stagger. Nice. He's got a stagger. We also did get a frost there, which is nice. Okay, there we go, finally. Honestly, I feel like phase 2 is even simpler than phase 1. The only problem is, like, if we get a fire breath, we might be fucked. Wow, what did I do wrong there? Okay, well, we go again. Like, really, I shouldn't be messing things up on this one. Aside from, like... Alright, let's try this again. Beautiful. There we go, finally. Wait, I didn't drink Physic. Poison as well. So supposedly on this one I can just stand like here and it's fine. I was practicing to see if this worked and it seemed to. Yep, it did. Which is good for a few reasons, actually. Because it keeps you close to him, which is obviously where you want to be. Okay, I think we poisoned him. Nice. Back to the balls. Like, you want to be close to him, and also, I'm pretty sure Fire Breath, which is his scariest thing, because the flame can deflect everywhere, is much less likely to happen when you're close. So it's pretty important. This is what I died to before. Let's see if I can not mess this up this time. Did I even pop both? No, but he's just doing this attack. I think I'm just going to run away here. I kind of messed that up. Timed it pretty poorly. Hopefully I can approach on this. I'm going to need to pop the thing in a second. There we go. This Poison Flower is working out pretty well, though. We'll say that. Like, that's been a huge amount of our DPS. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get another poison off. I'll give it a shot. This might just kind of be a waste of time, though. Oh god. He's doing Fire Breath. Please. Oh, the deflections. Okay, I can't believe that didn't kill me. I'm just gonna go with the bulls. Nice. One frost or one bleed, please? Nope. I mean, I could always swap right now if I could find it in my inventory. Okay, surely I can swap while he's doing this shit, if I can find it. Where the hell is the fucking rapier? There it is, okay. This is probably more damage at the moment, so I don't think we're gonna be able to get a bleed. Oh god. You know what, I'm just gonna do the super safe way here. I don't want to throw this away. So you can do this the super safe way, where you come out here, you pop the balls, and then you wait for him to do a double fireball to approach. Like that. Which is pretty good. Obviously, it comes with a higher chance of getting Fire Breath, which you don't want. Almost dead. Like, one more punish, or this. Surely I risk this and stand here. I'm so scared. I probably get some hits in. Oh my god, that was terrifying. There we go. Almost threw it all away by doing something I'm not super used to. Good. Okay, I had it together for that last one. We only saw one Fire Breath as well. To be fair, like, not dying to the Fire Breath was straight up just luck, though. Okay, so next would normally be Godskin Duo. But the thing is, I don't like Godskin Duo, and fighting them on this is going to be pure torture because we can't use sleep pots. So we can't script them or anything, and we can't even sleep one of them and fight the other and, like, figure out a way to isolate them by using sleep. There are some ways of getting sleep, but there's also the much, much better solution of skipping them entirely. The only thing, though, is to do that, we need to go all the way to Malenia and kill her, because we need to use her weapon to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Unfortunately for me specifically, fighting Malenia is a lot nicer than fighting Godskin Duo. So I guess let's head towards that. Let's go do Niall. We're definitely gonna go Ice Spear here. Ice Spear is really fucking good for Niall. Oh, also, there's one more thing we can grab that would increase our Ice Spear damage here. If we burn the bowl and then have Roger die, we can get his set, which actually boosts magic damage dealing Ashes of War. There we go. Roger's set. Okay. Okay, let's go fight Niall. Oh, right, I also don't have Bewitching Branches for this. That's gonna be kind of rough. This is interesting. Hopefully this still works. Yep. Never seen my horse gyrate like that. Hopefully this goes okay. Big backstab. Oh god. The frame trap is crazy. Beautiful. There's a frost. There's a stagger. That's pretty good damage, actually. I can't believe that, like, swipes between his legs. That sucks. There we go. This is good. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, it's going well. Now just don't make, like, terrible mistakes. Really? Good, keep up the boys. This is such a good Ash of War for him, man. It's so good. It, like, perfectly counters him. Like, being able to punish that is crazy. Beautiful. So many staggers, too, because it does, like, ridiculously good poise damage. Oh my god, I can't believe that. I can't believe he just did that. What a dick. Beautiful. And dead. Nice. See, as soon as it's just me and Niall, it's fucking over. Ice Spear was so good. So good. Okay, onwards to Consecrated. And we're here. Wow, that was so quick. Okay, having learned from last time that having no strat for Ordina is complete dog shit, I am going to go get the Great Bow for sure. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, also, we can pick up this Black Knife Assassin armor to give us silent footsteps. So now our stealth with Lamenting Visage is basically just better gambit that doesn't last as long. So this is the part that's normally a massive pain, but fortunately, with a Great Bow, you can fire at this Albinoric Archer and knock her off the rooftop. That wasn't good. Yep, there we go. Oh no, that's crazy. How did I aggro the other one? It might have just been because I missed the first shot. There we go. And now stealth. Yeah, she just didn't this time. I don't know why. I don't know what happened that first time. Okay, good. I mean, I messed it up the first time, but the second time it was, like, exactly how I was supposed to do it. It's interesting to see the way you guys continued the bit from the quality video over until the Twin Blades video. If you don't know any of what I'm talking about, on the quality video, all the comments were about somebody falling to their knees sobbing in Walgreens, and the world would expand outside of that, where everyone would have heard of or seen some ripple effect of this person falling to their knees in Walgreens. And then on the Twin Blades one, one, it was somebody getting robbed behind a Wawa, which is like a sandwich place, right? Also, I should move because I have no idea what a Wawa is. The only time I've heard of a Wawa is in that episode of It's Always Sunny where they're squashing the beef and Gale the snail works in a Wawa. Is that what it is? I don't know. Anyway, it satisfies something in my brain to see one person say something and have like 200 more people yes and it immediately. Like they're so on board and ready to play along with the joke. I love that, dude. Anyway, you guys are funny. And what I was saying the other time, I'm gonna say again, the whole comment section should be full of people trying to do a bit like it's a damn open mic stand-up night. Also, I need to change what I'm using for Loretta. So obviously for Loretta, it probably makes the most sense to go lightning damage. Let me just throw lightning slash from Risha's rapier and see how it does. That'll probably be enough, to be honest with you. This could be a lot more optimal as well. So if there's like some issue, we can always go get, you know, lightning scorpion charm and lightning tear. I think we'll probably will end up going and get those anyway at some point. Okay, never mind. That's really good damage. There's nothing to worry about. I just need to remember how to fight Loretta properly, which should be fine. I just didn't roll. Fuck. It was going so well. I am still so shocked, though, that the damage looks this good without any... Like, no, we have no buffs on right now that buff elemental damage. They're all physical damage buffs. What does Charge Heavy look like? Dude, that's so good. And I just miss every poke afterwards. She is being so weird right now. I really wish she wouldn't jam herself up against the wall. Prison Mike style. Oh my god, is that seriously not safe for 2? Okay. Oh my god, that was also scuffed as hell. Really wish I had an opportunity to get my lightning slash back up. Oh, she keeps stalling, man. She actually can't help herself. The Glint Blade spammer. She's almost phase 2, and I've had, like, lightning slash down this entire time. There we go. Oh, huge. Another one? Oh. Big lightning slash opening. It is kind of nice on the rapier moveset how much range you're getting on that running attack too. Because it's, like, obviously the weapon is poking, but also your character lunges their fucking body forwards. Like, they really want to get that hit in. It's like the reverse of a curved greatsword. Beautiful. It's kind of unfortunate, but when you lightning slash on the stagger, she gets launched back, so you actually miss the, like, most of the damage. That was also kind of sketchy. Like, in this specific scenario, it's maintaining poise damage so well because those, like, I'm always hitting those little chasing running attacks. Okay, I do have FP for a lightning slash, fortunately. If I got bucked there by the horse, my career would have been over. Need to find time to drink. Do you see what I mean, though? I mean, I missed that one. So maybe that wasn't the best example, but, like, your character fucking throws their whole back out to try and get the hit off. Please! Dude, right up against the wall, man. She's actually insane counterplay from Loretta, one hit away from death. Bye-bye. Beautiful. That was horrendous RNG, but we kind of still cooked her ass just because we're doing stupid damage. What is she doing? Look at this. What is this behavior? It's like being in the fucking zoo. Like, it really is. Who are you blocking against? There's no one there. Okay. Whatever. The monkey stopped spinning in circles in the zoo and I lost interest. Oh, and the other interesting thing that I thought about comments the other day is that there must be a hell of a lot of people who have seen every single one of these videos and have never left a comment. Like, there's got to be a ton of you. So hello, everybody. But the reason I was thinking about that is because I never leave comments on anything. I've always been a like major lurker with all things online. But now that obviously I'm like reading comments because people are leaving them on my stuff, I'm thinking about how, you know, if this was me watching this, I'm not the one leaving a comment anyway. Like, I'm kind of the monkey in the zoo, except everyone else is conversing. So it's like a reverse zoo sort of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird because obviously, you know, I've been a long time on the internet, but I'm never commenting myself. And yet here I am reading all these comments. So it's a foreign world to me, really. If you've been watching everything I've put out and you've never commented, don't feel the need to comment if you don't want to, obviously. But thank you very much for watching all the stuff that I put out. I appreciate it enormously. I'm really liking the Smith's Grip Spear, honestly. I might start picking this up more. It's kind of more convenient than the Kukri in like a lot of situations and is very, very easy to aim. The only thing about the Smith's Grip Spear that's kind of annoying is that sometimes it will just hit the wall directly in front of you for no fucking reason and get you killed because you attracted the enemy right to where you were. Okay, so for Malenia, it is balls for sure. I definitely don't need more damage than this, or I shouldn't need more damage than this. Done far too much practice on this boss to be getting hit here. If I get hit here, I'm cutting all my fingers off. All of them. My fingers are gone. Now that I've made myself extremely nervous, surely I will perform very well. That's an interesting, like, stored attack she just had. Okay, that was weird. Not to get my cope in early, but it has been a while since I've practiced a decent amount of Malenia. I mean, I still should be able to do this because I've practiced enough for a lifetime, but Jesus Christ, dude. Balls are so stupid. And we're really getting full advantage of the damn what's it called? What is it even called? Blade of Mercy from the DLC that gives us 20% extra damage after riposte. With all these ripostes. I could be doing this in a much more optimal way, but I'm just not gonna... Oh, that was greedy as fuck to go for an extra hit there. Big stagger? No. Bro can't even count to 80 anymore. Just put me in the retirement home already. God damn. She's kind of getting blasted though. Like, that's simply how it is with the balls. I don't know why I didn't do a charge heavy there. Like, I could be doing so much more here, especially with all the stamina that the physic is giving us. But because really every charge heavy combos into a tap heavy. So I could be doing that on every opening, but I didn't want to risk it just in case I stammed out and got myself killed. It's a good phase 1 though. There we go. That was a little bit... I kind of had slightly awkward positioning there from me, but whatever. Nice. Phase 2 really is a lot easier than a phase 1, I'm not gonna lie. Just because she does this so much. Like, a lot of the time she borderline stagger loops herself. Big bleed. This has been kind of bad RNG too, in phase 2. Oh my god, really bad RNG. Like for speed, that is. Waterfowl's really not the most concerning attack she could do, fortunately. Nice. See, this is where, like, my brain starts to tell me that, like, I've never moved my fingers before, and I just start, like, flailing, and then I miss a dodge. I simply need to let go of my fucking ego, though. Can't be getting this concerned about whether or not I get this no-hit anyway. So do you see what I mean about the stagger loop? I mean, okay, she would have staggered that too. There's Malenia. But do you see what I mean? Is she kind of just like, you know, riposte, and then you get a full charge heavy and probably a tap as well, and then she does like maybe a sidestep where you get next to tap heavy, and then she goes up in the air and down, and then it's a full charge heavy plus tap heavy, and she's staggered again. And she just kind of does that a lot in phase 2. That was pretty straightforward. So now we can transpose Malenia's weapon, and we can skip Godskin Duo. Fortunately, Malenia's weapon isn't one of the ones that costs money to transpose. Otherwise, we'd be kind of fucked. Hand of Malenia, thank you very much. Okay, let's go do the skip. Okay, we are here. Now I also need to not mess this up. So this isn't exactly the most consistent trick in the world, I'm not gonna lie. Or at least I haven't figured out a way to make it consistent, but I do get it reasonably often now. This actually looks quite good. Nope. It is so tricky, and I'm not even quite sure what exactly the trick is to getting it. Like, I'm not really sure even why I'm getting it when I do, you know what I mean? Okay, this looks quite good too. Okay, this looks very good. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Actually, it didn't take me very long. Yeah, I feel like the way I'm doing it now is quite a bit better than how I was. It seems to be working a decent portion of the time. We're skipped Godskin Duo. Beautiful. Doesn't that feel so incredibly good? I would fight Malenia 1,000,000 times rather than fight Godskin Duo once, honestly. I'm so glad that that is a choice that I have. Also, I'm gonna see if I can do this skip as well that skips the bird section. Let's do the thingy. Hopefully I know how to do this properly. So I know if I get like a... Okay. Never mind. Mess it up immediately. I hope it spawns me up top. Okay, good. I wanted to try it from the start again. Okay, so that's fine. And then I think I do a roll here if I get that landing. Yep. This. And then this part's trickier. Beautiful. Okay, never mind. Pretty straightforward. I feel like if you just saw that and you were like, why did he make so much fuss? It looks easier than it is, I think. I remember when I first tried that, I was like, this looks so easy, and then I tried it and it was horrible, but it might also just be easy, I don't know. Maybe I just sucked. Because I think I did that for the All Malenia Deathless run a while ago. Some of you have been watching those old videos, which I really appreciate actually, because they all did terribly when I put them out, but I spent tons of time on them. But yeah, it's nice to see that some people getting to see them now. Okay, Maliketh. Let's just go cold infusion on the rapier. Curious to see how that does. All right, here we go. I imagine this will be fine. I bet this is one of those situations though where if I just went Starfist it would be better, but I can't just keep doing that. Although I guess it does make the fight harder, which means better practice. Or not harder. It probably doesn't make it harder. I guess I literally just said it doesn't make it harder. Whatever, it'll be fine. I mean, that per hit damage was kind of cheeks, but maybe this charge heavy will be good. Eh. See, if only I had Impaling Thrust. But this thing comes with damn repeating thrusts, which is horrible. I don't know, maybe Light Attack's the way to go. Oh, I missed the third one. Also, I'm kind of surprised we haven't had a stagger. Even with Crackblade. Also, there's a Frost. I guess that's quite a bit more damage as well. Oh, what the hell was that riposte? He hadn't even made it to the ground yet. Sometimes I get questions about me locking off so much. I do lock on quite a lot. You can fight the boss in the exact same way here that I'm doing while locked on. I don't know why I'm not locked on, to be honest. At some point, even though I used to fight this boss entirely locked on, I just stopped doing it, and it didn't change anything. So I just kept doing it, and now I just don't. But I don't know why I don't lock on. Like, it's very satisfying playing this game locked off, I guess, is the reason. And if it's not causing any problems, then why? For some bosses, though, there's like a really specific reason why. Also phase 2. Like Morgott, for example, I don't lock on specifically because when he's below like 30% health in phase 2, he has this one attack that's like a huge spam combo, and to dodge it, you need to like do a pretty tight strafe to his body, which is quite difficult to do properly if you're locked on. Like, I will lock on sometimes on this fight. Like, if he goes in the air, I want to lock on then, so I can track him more easily. But I guess aside from that, I don't. Also, this damage kind of sucks, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm poking him to death with a damn toothpick. I guess we've had a couple of frosts, but I don't know, it's not like he's particularly frost resistant or anything. Maybe charge heavy? 1 poise damage. That felt kind of weird too. I also don't like being between these two very close pillars. Another charge heavy? I could probably get away with way more charge heavies, to be honest. I could probably do one here or something. That was ridiculously scuffed. Somehow okay, though. Interesting. Like, this one I wanted to lock off on. I think this is what happens. There just keeps being attacks where I want to lock off on these bosses so I can, like, aim my attack properly or whatever. And then eventually it just gets to the point where it's like, well, I may as well just stay. I guess I'll shut the fuck up then. I can't believe I did that. As a comparison, I will see what the balls look like here. I'm pretty sure they'll be, like, dramatically better. Alright, we'll try Bloodflame Blade this time. I mean, that's already, like, really good. And I guess the other key thing is that obviously you're going to be staggering. Am I wrong in saying that that's, like, pretty comparable to what the damage looked like anyway? Maybe I am wrong. There's a bleed. Surprised he hasn't staggered, to be honest. Probably will here. I guess maybe he stalled out the poise meter. How annoying. Big stagger incoming. How? Unstaggerable Beast Clergyman. There we go, finally. I think you can get 2 full charge heavies in there as well, just not risking it, in case I'm wrong, or I get the timing wrong. Beautiful. Oh, probably get the buff off here too. Nice. Okay, don't mess up the easiest dodge of all time. Good. Balls are stupid good on this boss, on this phase 2. Like, this is way better damage. Like, it's actually quite crazy how much better this is. Like, he's almost dead, and it's we probably were still in phase 1 at this point on the rapier. Like, everything's a charge heavy, apart from when you miss, I guess. Oh, he keeps doing this move. It's kind of ideal. There's another bleed. And there's another stagger. And there's a whiff. Bye-bye. Nice. Kind of disappointed that I mistimed the literal final dodge on the first attempt. But whatever. Straight from that, such a good boss, excellent fight, top 5 fights in the game, to literal dogshit, trash-ass, bottom-of-the-barrel Dark Souls 2 tier stuff with Gideon. Like, the flip-flopping of quality in this game sometimes is just crazy. But anyway, normally when you have no damage for this guy, there is a really fucking consistent cheese where you stealth into the boss room, you throw poison and rot pots, and he stands there and dies. Unfortunately though, we can't craft anything, so we actually have to fight this fucker. I think my idea is probably going with Impaling Thrust on the spear and then putting Bloodflame Blade on it, I guess. Impaling Thrust is a pretty good solution for dealing with NPCs, so I mean, hopefully that works, hopefully that's enough. Either way, this is not going to be pretty at all. This is going to be really, really rough, I think. So I think the idea here basically is to cancel every time he does anything. Like, just not let him get anything out. Ah, so not like that, obviously. Right, probably should have reacted to that. So, but you see the vision, right? It's just like, you just interrupt every time he does anything, because you have decent range and like a quick little poke. Actually, it's kind of a really good thing we killed Malenia, I'm not gonna lie, because his Malenia spell is one of the best ones he can have. This attempt is over. I mean, you've got to be fucking kidding me, man. Play the clip back and pause when I get hit and show how the disc wasn't even fucking touching me or even remotely close. His fucking explosion went off while he was going up into the Scarlet Aeonia. What do you do in that situation? No, I didn't react fast enough. Oh, wait, it happened again, man. Oh, no. Oh, I was out of stamina. Oh, no. Oh my god. This motherfucker. How did he make it into the game? Nope. I'll just go fuck myself. Yep, just 1 million comets straight into my corpse. Thank god. No way. Worst roll ever. No, I didn't have stamina. I'm gonna look at a video of somebody doing this. Okay, that strat is better than mine. Okay, I think I'm gonna put Lightning Slash on the rapier and see how that does. Oh my god, that roll catches him so well. Right, the classic. No way! I didn't get the backstab because he landed on a slope. Oh, dude, he was so fucking done for too. He was in a corner, he was about to get backstabbed and then lightning slashed, and he had no flask. He was just fucked. It's just so stupid, dude. Okay, alright, I said I was gonna go get it. Let's go get the Lightning Scorpion Charm. Let's go get the Lightning Tier. It'll make our damage considerably better. Okay, there's Lightning Scorpion Charm. Where was my input? The game is rage baiting me. It is. It really is. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay, while we're doing this as well, we should go get Golden Vow, Flame Grubby Strength. There's Golden Vow. Okay, and here's Flame Grubby Strength. Alright, back to actual Torture Simulator. Our damage should be pretty good. Just need him to cooperate for long enough. The stalling king, dude. No one has ever been able to stall harder. All this just for him to do it to me anyway. You should see my fucking face right now. I swear. It is like designed to be as infuriating as humanly possible. Beautiful. Well, there's the flask. It was a very quick flask. Okay, I kind of messed that up horribly, but we're fine. No way. Can't believe I lightning slashed too early. Beautiful. What a backstab. Thank God for Lightning Slash. Big back. Oh my God. Oh, it's over. I fucking hate Gideon so much, dude. I cannot believe that removing crafting from the game could cause me so much pain. Thank God that's over. Okay, so that's 2 of our biggest problems dealt with. Now let's go and deal with the other 2, starting with Leda, which does mean that we have to go through most of the DLC right now. So let's go do that. So I guess Messmer next. Honestly, we could go Sacred here because he is pretty weak to holy damage in phase 2. Guess I should go get the Sacred Scorpion Charm if I'm gonna do this too, so give me a second. Bye-bye. Beautiful. Okay, there's the Sacred Scorpion Charm. Okay, Messmer time. I have no idea if this is going to be good. It's probably another one of these situations where it makes more sense to go Starfists even though they are unupgraded, but I'm kind of enjoying using the Rapier a bit. I don't know. Hopefully this is like... Okay. I was going to say hopefully it's pretty good damage, but that's kind of cheeks. The biggest problem this thing has though really is that it's like, what do you do in these larger openings? Like, sort of just R1 spam, you know? I guess I could have gone on a multi-hit build for this. Like, that's quite a lot of R1s at least, I suppose. Oh, oh, you know what? Okay, that's probably for the best now that I think about it, because we didn't talk to Hornsent yet. But that was kind of an embarrassing hit to take. Pretty dog shit. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's done talking. Time for more low-key terrible damage, but whatever. I really shouldn't be getting hit here. Like, if I know my punishes, I shouldn't be getting hit. I could probably get 2 or 1. The classic, like, I don't even know what to say there. Just start talking about something and your brain turns off. Okay, well, I think maybe I should be doing charge heavies, actually. Because the damage was looking surprisingly good on a charge heavy there. Oh, just horrible RNG. And we'll probably get way more staggers if I did charge heavies. Beautiful. Like that, for example. And another one. Beautiful. Oh, that was so optimal. Okay, this is way better. Guess I should have been charge heavy on this weapon all along. And another one. I think I can get it in there safely too. Beautiful. We have Sacred Blade here too. Oh, just so clean. Ooh, that's a lot of damage there as well. Okay. Another charge heavy off this. Or actually re-up Sacred Blade, probably. He's got to be close to staggering at this point. Surely. Maybe off this. Nope. Maybe off this. If that actually did any poise damage, I don't think it did. Nice, finally. Longest stretch without a stagger of all time. I'm actually having to lock in a surprising amount for Messmer, who's like well, was at one point one of my best bosses. I've done some pretty difficult kills on this boss. But I suppose normally I'm not using this moveset, so... Okay, I need to re-up Circle Blading yet. That's really nice for getting double hits, though. Because it seems like both the projectile and the weapon double hit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, like when Messmer comes out of his snake, you can hit both him and the snake with an attack at the same time. Also, he is dead. Bye. Run to Consort, literally on the other side of the arena. Please. Oh my god, please. Okay, we're fine. Holy fuck, that was actually so really close. Good. Okay. That shouldn't have taken more than one attempt, but whatever, he's dead. On to Romina. Shackle. So the reason I was so concerned about the Horn Scent thing, by the way, is that if you do his quest a little bit, to the point where you can get him to invade you up here, which he will do in a second, like he should invade me right now. Yep. So having him invade you here removes him from the Leda fight, which means it's only going to be Leda and Dane, which is a lot easier to deal with for obvious reasons. And is especially important on this run because only Leda and Dane is already going to be difficult enough, especially when we can't craft. Okay, Romina time. I think for this, I just want to go Bloodflame Blade, Starfist. Ice Spear is really good here too, but I used it very recently. So, okay, here we go. Hopefully Bloodflame Blade is enough to make it worthwhile using this over something else. I imagine it will be. I'm pretty sure she's weak to strike damage, right? If I remember correctly. So Starfists are especially good. Oh my god, that was so sketchy. I may well have to bust out the damn overlay on her health bar to see exactly where the 60% marker is. Okay, there's a bleed. Because she phase transitions, well, she can phase transition past 60%. And obviously you don't want to be on top of her when she can phase transition. So I've got to be very careful about that. That's another bleed, wow. This is 2 charge heavies as well. This is actually a shit ton of damage. Look how good this moveset is for her, though. Like, oh my god, man. She might be in phase transition range. No, she's not. Oh, she was. Holy shit, good thing I backed off a little bit. Okay, well, that's the scariest part out of the way, to be honest. Like, once you've got past phase transition, it's just a matter of executing. She cancelled her attack. Damn. I actually didn't know she could do that. I can't believe I've never seen that before. I guess I normally don't do that strafe so much, but it just seemed convenient. I guess I gotta be more careful. Or just not do the strafe, but it's such a big punish if you do the strafe, so I don't know. Beautiful. There's another stag. And the first bleed. It's just so crazy to me how quickly these things bleed. She's gonna get stagger looped by this, isn't she? Yep. That's wild. And another bleed as well. Do you see what I wanted to use the balls? Oh my god, and she got bled again. I think she's phase transition here. Yep. Okay, good call. Okay, bring her into the center of the arena. Hopefully I get the jump attack here. Nice. I'm pretty sure I maintained voice damage through all of that. Kinda shocked she hasn't staggered there. That's a shame. I think she's gonna reset poise on this. Oh, no follow-up. Nice. There's the stagger finally, and another bleed. Keep her in the center of the arena. Please follow up. Let's go. Nice. Kinda need an opportunity to rebuff, though. I think I'm just gonna run on this one. feel like I'm getting that hit more consistently now. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that this moveset's good for it. She might stagger off this, honestly. Yep. Okay, our damage has kind of fallen off a cliff because I've had the buff down for quite a long time at this point. Yeah, I kind of just needed her to do this, I'm not gonna lie, so I can get back up. That was so scuffed, I'm not gonna lie. Thank God I've seen that attack enough so that I just kind of know the timing. Because I was just doing that blind. Ooh, nice. Yeah, our damage is just way better when we got the buff up. No follow-up again, dude. I'm just gonna roll this. Just want to keep her in a good spot in the arena. More than anything else. Nice. I missed somehow. Oh, huge. Stagger. Beautiful. Kind of out of stam though, so I gotta be careful. Again. Just staggered again? Wow. This is a horrible spot to be in, but it was probably worth it. Okay, this is perfect. Good. Brought her out of that fucking corner. Oh shit. Okay, it's fine. Had it together. Good thing I've practiced that situation. Oh, and you're dead. Let's go, dude. That was fucking just elegant. That was fucking poised. Had my shit like a ballerina. She threw me so many curveballs in that one, and I played it all absolutely perfectly. Like that bullshit at the end there, completely locked off, awkward-ass fucking dodge. I had the angles down. Beautiful. I'm proud of myself. Okay, it's time for the bit that I'm looking forward to the least. Leda Torture Chamber. Hopefully at least I get this tree jump first try. First try tree jump incoming. Fuck. That doesn't count. That obviously doesn't count. Yep. Line up the head. Don't. Yep, okay, that was good. That was a bit weird. Oh my god, he's actually the GOAT. Hold on. Oh! You love to see it. Now we get this guy to stomp off the edge. Whee! What an idiot. Okay, Leda. So I think the strat I want to go with is spinning strikes. I think I'm probably going to try it first with the pre-upgraded Banished Knight Halberd, but if that doesn't work, the Vulgar Militia Sword might work. So I guess what I need to go get is the Banished Knight Halberd, which comes at +8 with spinning strikes, the multi-hit tier. I think that's about it, really. There's not a lot else I can do outside of that. Obviously, we're going to be buffing as well, as much as we can. Yeah, so let's go get the Banished Knight Halberd. So this is the final weapon in the game, I believe, that comes pre-upgraded. Spinning Strikes is capable of stun-locking Dane to death, by the way, which is the key thing. Like, if we can bring it down to only one NPC to fight, like just Leda, it's very doable, regardless of our damage, for a number of reasons. One, because Spinning Strikes is good. Two, because we can get Natan. And three, because you can actually consistently stun-lock her with a Colossal Sword by doing crouch stabs. So we can definitely do it as long as we can kill Dane. Okay, good. Give me that Banished Knights. Okay, this one comes at +8, and with Spinning Strikes, most importantly. We also need the Thorny Crack tier. There we go. One Thorny Crack tier. There it is. Alright, let's go fight Leda, I suppose. I can't say I'm feeling good about it, but, I mean, I've seen it work. We're obviously bringing in Natan. Okay, Physic, Vow, Agrary Strength. Alright, so we need to wait for Dane to do his buff. That is one of the key things here. Okay, we go. Perfect. It's kind of unfortunate that he actually got it off. That's not good. Yeah, okay. So I think the problem there is this strat sort of relies on proccing status effects very quickly, but obviously once you proc Frost, you can't re-proc Frost until it runs out, which is why the Vulgar Militia Sword one makes sense, because it is bleeding on top of the Frost. What we could try is going Blood Flame Blade. Honestly, it would just be quicker to go Vulgar Militia Sword and see if that works first. Let me go grab a Vulgar Militia Sword. Also, to avoid fighting this very easy enemy 1,000 times to get the single drop that I want, I am turning on 1000% drop rate. Thank you. Alright, let's see if this works instead. Surely you want a buff. You want a buff so bad, please. You want a buff so bad, yes. Oh. We gotta remember that this is the biggest roadblock. This could block the run from happening. Seriously. And we cancelled it. Okay, there's the frost. There's the bleed. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't enough damage. Shit, dude. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, fuck. What do I actually do? What do I do at this point? I genuinely don't know. We could try putting Bloodflame Blade on this one, which I think we'd be able to do if we went and got Marika's Saw Seal. This is Marika's Saw Seal. Beautiful. Okay, back we go again. Bloodflame Blade. And I fucked that up too. Somehow I messed that up immediately. What is happening, man? Oh, I ran out of fucking stamina. That is a serious problem. Maybe we try this with Bloodflame Blade. Maybe that works. Okay, nice. That's a pretty quick bleed. There's a second. There's a third. Nah. But then it's just over, man. All that accomplished is taking one flask off this guy. That's just not happening. Fuck, dude. I'm not sure what to do. I'm really not sure what to do now. I'm gonna try this one more time with Cold Bleed. I mean, these are just kind of vain attempts, though, at this point. Yeah, this strat's not happening, which begs the question, what the fuck will? Alright, let's try Flame of the Red Mains. The damage is horrible, though. Oh my god, you're such a fucker. Okay, that wasn't even close, though. No, I'm alive. No, the roll catch. No. Oh my god. I might want to have a Colossal Sword ready to go for the potential situation where I kill Dane. If none of these strats work, I'm going to go test a shit ton of stuff and come back with hopefully a perfect strat. Fire Knight's Grid Sword. And the Mega Drip too. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more shot before I go and test a bunch of things to try and find a better solution. For the love of God, please fucking work. Oh, it's not going to. There's just no way. Oh my god. The greed was insane, but I had to try. Okay, I'm gonna go test a bunch of stuff. I will see you in a moment. I really hope I find something good. This is a serious problem. Okay, so I've done some testing, and I have found a strat that works for Leda, I think. We do need to get a ton of stuff, though. I imagine this isn't the only strat that works, but this was the first thing that I found that works. And basically, it's just getting a lot of buffs. So the things we need are Commander Standard for the Asher War Rallying Standard, which is 20% damage buff. The Winged Sword Insignia, which is the multi-hit talisman. Lord of Blood's Exaltation, which is the talisman that gives you damage after a bleed. The Black Wet Blade, so we can infuse our Banished Knight's Halberd with bleed. And probably a couple of extra blessing levels from the DLC. And then finally, the thing that kind of makes this all work is an item called the Sacred Bloody Flesh, which is like a DLC consumable. Basically what it does is it gives you a buff of physical damage and a bunch of arcane temporarily, and then it also gives you damage after a blood loss, so it's pretty significant. Okay, let's go collect all of those things, starting with the Rallying Standard, I suppose. So there is a good cheese for this. I don't know how to do it, but I will figure it out. There we go. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, shoot him. And then I think I need to stand like here-ish. And eventually, I think the idea is he walks all the way over here and stands in the lava. Also, this is super loud for some reason. So hopefully he's... Okay, he is standing in that. And I think he's focused on me because I'm continuously clanking my weapon. Beautiful. He is slowly dying. He's so close to death. One more geyser. There we go. Commander Standard. There it is. Okay, that's one thing off the list. Okay, next let's go get the Black Wet Blade. Okay, there's the Black Wet Blade. Okay, next let's go get Winged Sword Insignia. And bye-bye. Okay, there's Winged Sword Insignia. Okay, we also need Seppuku. There we go. a seppuku. Okay, next is Lord of Blood's Exaltation. To get Lord of Blood's Exaltation, we're gonna need to kill Esker and his dogs, which is obviously a fucking horrendous boss fight. Fortunately, there is a pretty good strat to deal with it that basically means you don't have to fight him at all using a great bow and bewitching branches. And you might be thinking like, well, how are you gonna do that? You can't get bewitching branches, but fortunately, there is one place in the game where there are bewitching branches just sitting on the floor, and it's over here in Weeping. Thank God that they put that in the game, because otherwise we'd be here for an hour probably fighting Esker. Ah, here we go. Bewitching branch? Beautiful. Okay, let's go kill Esker. Okay, I'm gonna crank the volume for this. So the way this one works is inside this boss room, we've got an NPC and 2 dogs. And for some reason, the dogs aren't AI deactivated inside the boss room. So if you fire a great arrow that makes a shit ton of noise, it can attract them over to the door. I think I might be firing that way too high. I think it's like here or something. Like, are they there? Sounds like they could be. Just to be sure, that one was good. That one went all the way through. So you bring them over to the door, and then you bewitching branch them. I got at least one of them. Hopefully I got both. Ooh, I only got one. Okay, hopefully my dog won. I think it did. Go kill him. So now we've got a bewitching branch dog in there. He should go kill the boss for me. So that's the AI off boss being killed by the dog that I bewitching branched. Beautiful. I think I've shown this one before in the Arcane run. Obviously, I didn't come up with this. I saw Gino do it. I think he came up with it. I don't know. Really good strat. And I think the only place in the game that's like this, where there's an enemy inside a boss room that is activated when it's not supposed to be. Really interesting use of a very niche bit of knowledge. Okay, there's Lord of Bloods. Let's go get another blessing level or 2. This is last one, I think. Okay, blessing level 14. That should be good. Final thing. We need to get our sacred bloody flesh. Okay, there's 3. I think there's one more sitting somewhere, but 3 should be enough. Okay, kill me. Okay, we're finally ready. Let's go fight Leda. All right, here we go.
Don't you dare, Leda, and driver allow.
Okay, this should work. No way. Okay, good. Holy fuck, that was scary. Okay, get in here, Natan. Oh, that was so scary. I guess I missed a single hit at the start. Okay, I'm using this. Yes! Oh my god, it's over. Oh, it's finally fucking over. Holy shit. Oh, dude. That was so rough. These fucking NPC fights, man. They make the, like, low damage challenge runs very, very difficult. I'm so glad to be done with that. Alright, Radahn. I think it probably just makes the most sense to go Ice Spear here on Banished Knight's Halberd. Actually, you know what? A stamina regen talisman would be nice. Let me go grab the 2-headed green turtle. There's that. Alright, let's go. My main concern here, honestly, is how bad the FP problems are gonna be. Because if we're relying on Ice Spear for basically all our damage, also, can I get this hit? No, okay. I had to know. I should probably also go get, like, Chilling Mist or Poison Mist on top of this, actually. That would make a lot of sense. I'll go do that, unless I just somehow get it this attempt. Like, this should be a reasonably good Ash of War for him, I'm anticipating. Yeah, there's a Frost. You can probably get one in here. Yeah, see, now we're out of FP. That might not have been safe. It's okay, I'm just figuring out the punishes at this point. This isn't looking too bad, though, damage-wise. But then I guess, wouldn't it be preferable to go, like, Chilling Mist on something, and then Bleed on, like, the Rapier? See, if I was on the Rapier, too, I could get a lot of these smaller hits in, because it's a lot quicker than the Halberd. Maybe I can do a jump attack here. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, right. Riposte forced me to start the phase at the back of the arena. Oh, the stored attack is crazy. I don't even know what you do here. Okay, I managed to avoid it. That is an insane stored attack to get. I guess you don't want to end it with a riposte. Probably get one in here. Yeah. I'm not anticipating this being the attempt, by the way. We're still sort of just testing stuff. This is just going quite well. Well, that was just horrible. I learned a new way to dodge that, and I forgot it immediately because I haven't fought the boss in like a week. Speaking of which, I also learned the meteor dodge, the close range one, which is actually very easy to do. With that being said, I've probably forgotten it by now as well. It does get to this point in the fight though, where it's like his frost resistance is built up so much that you're just not getting any. Which is fine if we have like a secondary weapon. Oh, the stored attack is crazy. Like, what do you actually do to avoid that? Genuinely. Okay, let's see if I can actually do this. Assuming it's in the spot in the sky I'm expecting it to be in. Oh, it's blocked. Okay, pure muscle memory. Okay, so I guess I do remember it, because that's as difficult as it can be. You're meant to dodge that on a visual cue, but that like tower was blocking it. That's so funny. Any staggers? Oh my god, unstaggerable boss. I'm actually shocked he hasn't staggered. What? He's literally gonna die before he staggers. Oh my god, it's unreal. There's no way. He's got infinite poise. He's on New Game +7. Oh, there we go, on the final hit. Okay. Alright, well, I'm not taking that attempt because I got hit. Okay, so that was decently good. I might go grab Ritual Sword Talisman for this, so we can have talisman that work better with everything. Okay, this time I could. Okay, alright, there she goes. Okay, there's Ritual Sword. Okay, this damage is fine, but it would probably be better if we went with something a little bit different. I'm thinking Rigier's Rapier with Chilling Mist, Blood Infusion with Poison Flower Blooms twice on the Starfist, and then put a dagger in this hand with Poison Mist. I think that would be better. There we go. Poisonous Mist. Misrecord? There we go. Okay, let's go kill Loretta as well. She's probably going to die really fast because we have lightning damage. Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's stupid damage. I guess we've already killed the real Loretta. It's kind of surprising that when the real version of the boss dies, the shadow doesn't die too here. Because, like, if you kill Morgott, for example, Margit dies as well. But that's not the case with, like, Mohg and Loretta. Like, why isn't that the case with Mohg? Surely that's the exact same deal. Like, it's the Omen clone thing. That's actually really weird now I'm thinking about it. Is that an inconsistency, or is there something I don't understand about the Mohg clone? Also, there's Loretta. Now to collect our reward. A beautiful Chilling Mist. Thank you very much. Alright, back to Radahn. So the idea with this one is that our damage is going to be better because we're going to be proccing more percentage-based damage. And then on top of that, the Rapier moveset is just better for Radahn than the Halberd one. So even though Ice Spear is pretty good because it deals a lot of voice damage, overall, it's probably going to be worthwhile. I do need to make sure that I'm careful about getting my Poison Flower Blooms twice off before the poison runs out, though. So let's get Chilling Mist up. But I mean, the main thing is just how ridiculously fast these mists proc their status effects. Like, we just instantly got a frost there. Beautiful. Nice. Okay, good. No way. Oh, I can't take that. I'm not taking that. We're going again. I rolled early. Fuck's sake. What just happened? Did I not walk into him far enough to be safe? I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that might have happened, because, like, that didn't seem right at all. I kind of just got bullshitted, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that sucks. Okay, well, whatever. What would be really OP? I think I might be dead. Yeah. I lived, but I'm obviously not taking that. Oh, that's so sad. Bro, that is unbelievable right there. Oh my fucking god, what an evil, evil motherfucker. The fucking sidestep into backstep clones is actually insanely evil. Okay, do not screw me on this. Good, I'm upping Chilling Mist. Okay, do not get me killed for randomly. Okay, good. I think that brought him away a little bit. I have space, I have space, I have space. I'm gonna reposition though. What the fuck? Did you see that one fly off in the other direction? Bro, he's like on evil demon mode. What is he actually doing? Oh no, bro, he's so fucking close to the wall. What do you mean he's over there? Oh no, I didn't practice it from this side. I should have just gone back to the old strat. I don't know why I didn't. Oh my god, man. What a fucking fiasco this has become. I dealt with so many awkward situations there perfectly. And then on the last possible thing, it was the situation that I hadn't prepared for. You've got to be fucking kidding me, man. I'm literally going to sit here in dead silence and kill this motherfucker without getting hit. And then you are going to see, like, the last 2 seconds of the fight. There's 2. Yes! Oh, fucking hell, that took way too long. I was right, though. I just need to shut the fuck up and hit the boss until it died. Oh my god, finally. Fucking hell, man. That was way more difficult than it should have been. Like, I'm disappointed with that, but I did, like, play reasonably well. What a bastard. Okay, that's pretty much all the very difficult stuff in the run done at this point. So I think from here, it's just like boss rush. And to start that off, let's go Rellana, I think. Okay, so I think we're obviously gonna go Lightning Slash here because Rellana is very weak to lightning. And then also she is in water. So I have learned some new strats for Rellana, mainly jump attack strats, which will make this, this cloak quite valuable, actually. I'm expecting this to be pretty good damage, honestly. And we have a shit ton of Scadutree fragments at this point as well. This is also quite a good moveset for her. I think because she's actually like reasonably weak to pierce, but also this is, you know, fast enough to fit into her openings, like do a charge heavy in most of her openings, and also because it has so much range, you can catch her on attacks like these. Obviously not if I rolled exactly how I just rolled, but you know. That was a little awkward because the lightning slash blocked half of my vision. Oh. Yeah, the jump attack strats are super satisfying. It took me quite a while to get used to them. But the key was that it's less of a timing thing and more of a positioning thing. Also, this damage is ridiculous, by the way. We are just fucking destroying her. I'm also getting a little better at doing that. Beautiful. Oh my god, she's almost dead, dude. Yeah, lightning slash here. Another charge heavy. Oh, she is one shot? Ah, moons to finish it off? Okay. I jumped super early. Why did I do that? I was so confident and then I don't know what, I just pressed A. So yeah, the thing is with this, is like, if you try and do that, it'll be really awkward. Because the timing is completely different depending on what distance you are away from her. So it just feels super unnatural. But then you sort of realize that there's like a certain range you can get at where it becomes like more consistent. And if you're fighting her in a way that sets up to put you at those ranges, you can get the punish very consistently. I probably could have done it there, but I didn't want to risk it. Dude, this damage is fucking ridiculous. Like, we're basically, you know, level 1, and this is a +8 weapon in the DLC. That should not be what the damage looks like. That's insane. Okay, well, Rellana was very fast. Who's next? Maybe Dancing Lion? Okay, so for Dancing Lion, and I guess Scadutree Avatar, it's a similar situation where we have a pretty solid elemental weakness, so we should probably go get... It's either Flaming Strike or it's Flame Skewer. Honestly, Flame Skewer might be better now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, okay, we'll go get Flame Skewer. Yeah, stand there. Perfect. Give me my Flame Skewer. Thank you. I guess we should go get the Fire Scorpion Charm and the Fire Tier as well, so let's go do that quickly. Okay, there's Fire Scorpion Charm. There we go. Thank you. Okay, that should be everything. Let's go fight Dancing Lion. Alright, here we go. This should be able to do pretty decently, especially considering what we saw on Rellana. Also, this moveset isn't the best, but it is kind of nice because it's quick and it has some good range. I mean, that's pretty good for a tap heavy on this weapon. I probably could have done a charge heavy there, to be honest. I missed half of it there. Because you can get hits like that on him, which you can't get with a lot of weapons. Like, you have to be pretty quick to be able to get that. Another charge heavy. I need to re-up Asher Block. Okay, phase 2. That was a little bit sketchy. Kind of lost sight of him for a second. We're fine though. What I'm really trying to avoid there is just not getting that close range lightning breath, because then I'm just fucked. Okay. Beautiful. Oh, that's so much damage. We're kind of cooking him. I can probably do a charge heavy on wake up here. Beautiful. And another one. I can probably get an extra hit in there too. Oh my god, I seriously got hit there. Oh. Do I take this? I mean, he's basically dead. I'll take it. One more hit. Bye-bye. Beautiful. I mean, not really, because I got hit, but whatever. Do you see what I mean by the boss rush? Like, all the difficult ones are gone, and now it's just, like, time to melt everything else. On to Scadutree Avatar. Fire damage victim number 2. I guess the other thing I could do is, like, use the projectile on this. I kind of haven't been doing. Oh, that's such good damage as well. Beautiful. Big charge heavy. Yerp. Nice. Charge heavy off this. I feel like this guy should have less poise than he does. So you never get a stagger on this fight. I guess that's not that big of a deal though. He has like fuck all health. So I think if I triple backstep and then Ash of War, yeah. I think I remember seeing people do that on that speed running challenge that Dist was doing a while ago. I guess a while ago, probably almost a year ago at this point. That was a good roll. There's a much better way of dodging that, where you just walk backwards a little bit, that I should be doing. That hit me? Okay. Thank God for Scadutree fragments, I guess. Not sure why I locked on there either. Nice, okay. There is phase 2 dead. Not gonna risk anything on this. Okay, we can just re-up here. Beautiful. That's a pretty enormous hit too. Maybe I should be doing that in these big openings. Interesting. Yep, of course, into Thorns. Good dodges. Surprised we haven't seen another explosion. There we go, to finish it off. One last flame spear. Beautiful. Victim 2 is dead. On to Victim 3. Actually, wait, who is Victim 3? Who do we have left? Midra, Bayle, Putrescent? Is that it? I guess let's go Putrescent next. That is Victim 3, to be honest. Because this motherfucker's so weak to holy damage. This should be extremely good damage. He takes something like 2x or 3x damage from holy. It is pretty incredible how many of these bosses in the DLC where our damage is just super good when with this low upgrade. Because we should not be doing good damage at all. Like, look at that. I rolled so badly. That's not, I'm just not taking that, my 3. Of course I jumped too early. Okay, got the roll in. And my attack was just, I mean, where was my character even aiming there? I was locked on, by the way. So the other thing you can do on that move is just run to the side like that. And that gives you a slightly bigger opening. Which makes it really good for weapons like Starfist, because it's a full charge heavy. Beautiful. I am, like, out of stamina. Nice. Get that riposte. Gonna re-up Sacred Blade. Another jump attacks. He's definitely gonna phase transition, huh? One more Sacred Blade for the road. And another one. It's crazy how that's locked on, by the way. What is he aiming at? Nice. Oh, he's never been more dead. Holy shit. Damn, cooked, to be quite honest with you. Okay, there goes Putrescent, Bayle, and Midra. So Midra does actually pose a slight problem. Not because Midra himself is a problem, but because Jori is on the way. There is a very good strap for dealing with it, which is backstab looping. The only thing is, we're gonna have to not mess it up for a pretty extended period of time, which is slightly concerning. But we should probably go there now, so that if it's a huge problem, I know about it sooner rather than later. So let's head towards Midra. So we don't have anything with increased crit mult, or at least we don't have anything with increased crit mult that's leveled up. So probably something like this, honestly. Chilling Mist on the rapier. Just to see how it does, I'll put something on the Misericord as well, because this is the highest crit mult weapon in the game, but it is unupgraded. So, okay, here we go. Okay, I mean, that damage isn't actually that bad. Ah, there it is. Okay, well, this is completely doable. I just need to not, like, mess up almost immediately. Oh my god. I was a little bit late there. Good. Okay. Nice. That was the last truly problematic boss out of the way. That feels like a massive weight off my shoulders. That feels like beating the run more than actually beating the run will. Thank God for that. Oh hey, look, we can use Torrent. Thank God. What would we do without him in such a big woods? Maybe so it takes so long to... Guys, if a horse started talking to you, like in human words, like they just started talking to you out of the blue, they turned towards you, they looked you dead in the eyes and they started speaking, and there was no one around, it was clearly the horse talking, do you think you would sooner believe that you were crazy or that the horse is actually talking? You can't ask someone else to come over and see if the horse is talking, it's just you and the horse. Which one? I asked this question in a poll on YouTube a while ago, and people said horse is talking. It won the poll, which is fucked up because I think that's nonsense. Why would you believe that the horse is... Did that fucking ram just build up like 80% madness on me? I didn't know they could do that. Anyway, I think that's ridiculous, man. Like, you should 100% be believing that you've gone insane before the horse is talking. Like, that just goes contrary to everything all the way up until that point. Meanwhile, people go insane all the time. So I'm just saying, I think you have too much confidence in yourself if you think the horse is talking. You've probably gone insane. And maybe you've already gone insane because you're answering the question that the horse is talking rather than that you've gone insane. Maybe you're insane right now. Anyway, I'm just saying, if that was me, I would think I've gone insane long before I think the horse was talking. Even if another person was like, that horse is talking, I would still be suspicious. I'd be like, maybe I'm making that person up too. I thought that was one of the more interesting questions that I asked my friends and started an argument, especially since, like, I suppose it's a non-impossible scenario. Not that the horse is actually talking, but that you've gone insane and think that the horse is talking. I guess that's kind of dependent on the context of the situation though. Like, if you'd been out in the wilderness starving with no food for like, oh god, don't frenzy burst me, for like a week, you might be a little bit more inclined to believe that you've gone insane than if you were just kind of like in a stable somewhere on a regular day. Lots of layers to it. Much to think about. And we're here. What do I actually want to use? Honestly, it is probably a Starfist situation on Midra because we don't have any slash damage and he can be frosted and bled. And the Starfist moveset is so ridiculously good against him that it probably outdamages everything else anyway. What an idiot. That was interesting. Just kind of paused there for some reason. Oh, I should have put, I should have put the rapier in my other hand for posts. Oops. Damn. Oh my, dude, do you see what I mean, though? It's just so dumb. Everything is a charge heavy. So this was bound to outdamage everything else. Ah, it's unfortunate. Oh god. He cancelled that a bit. Okay, we're fine. Stagger. Nice. Yeah, it was totally worth it to get Blade of Mercy. We're getting so many staggers. Need to remember to jump. I actually shouldn't jump there. I forgot. When you're using Starfist on that one, you can just do a charge heavy and then a second charge heavy, because the first one ducks under the swing. Beautiful. So you can get up to, I think, 5 charge heavies on that one opening, by the way, if you strafe it right. But to be honest, at that point, it's more of a stamina problem, and he staggers in 3 unless you're on New Game Plus 7 or whatever. God, it's so dumb, dude. He's just on the floor the whole time. Oh. This is me putting into practice what I was talking about in the DLC level 1, like, video. Which you should go watch. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it right now. You should go look at it with your eye. I really love the Midra section in that video, though. I am particularly proud of it. There's another Frost. This is the one scary thing, because this attack can bug out, and you can, like, cancel out of it like that, for example. Stagger. Nice. Oh, come on, man. Stagger? Nope. I should have done the cooler thing there, but I didn't. There we go. Super straightforward. That was ridiculously fast for a +0 weapon. He's so tanky as well. Like, his health bar is enormous. Okay, last boss of the DLC. Let's head to Bayle. What's the play? It's probably Ice Spear. This seems like a boss that would be good for Ice Spear. And then on top of that, this has some pierce damage, which Bayle is weak to. There we go. This might be a trickier one. It's just that he's very, very tanky is all. Ooh, that's not a lot of damage, huh? Do you see what I mean, though? There's just so many openings for it. And you can always hit the head. And there's a Frost and a Stagger. Beautiful. Like, I'm gonna need to drink every 2 seconds. Assuming I can do an Ice Spear here as well. Yep, seems like it. I think there's actually a non-zero chance we run out of FP on this fight. Okay, there's phase 2. Okay, gotta be careful here. Remember to look for lightning. Looks like we are good. Big Frost. Okay, go lock in. I waited for too long. It's fine, we go again. That was actually like a pretty decent attempt. Like, the damage was looking fine too, actually. I guess that's the main thing. Can't be done like that. Time for deflecting fire breath. Yep. Classic. I just love that they have an attack that can be undodgeable at a distance, and they spawn the boss really far away and then let him use that attack immediately. That's just so cool. Okay, phase 2. Okay, we got a good angle. Don't run into lightning. Good. Nice. Range jump. Okay. Now just don't mess anything up for another like 2 minutes. Probably longer, actually. Oh, nice. Cancelled it. That's so much damage when we get the stagger. I should really be trying my absolute hardest to get these staggers. Wait, did his poise reset there though, for example? Oh, keep missing that. Okay. Don't fuck it up this time. Good. And we could do that. Straight into another one. Not the worst attack to see. Didn't get the weapon hit though. He's got to be close to a stagger at this point. I feel like he's eaten 4 or 5 ice spears in a row. The big stooler. Oh, beautiful. And there's a frost too. I'm gonna drink here. Good. Okay, a little scary. Just gotta... Good. This is what we want to see too. I mean, if poise maintained, he's got to be close. There it is. No, I didn't mean to instant riposte. Okay, we're probably fine anyway. He is so close to dead. Fuck. Yeah, good thing I didn't risk anything there. Okay, just hit this dodge. I missed! Watch me get deflected. I would cry. Oh no. Oh god, I'm near a wall. What even happened there? I don't even know. Just die. Oh my god, you bastards. What the fuck was he trying to do at the end there? Jesus Christ, man. Nearly had a heart attack. Ice Spear, very good for him. Like, imagine that on an actual build and not like a +8 weapon. Okay, final 2 bosses, I guess. If you're wondering why I didn't do meta, I never do meta. I hate meta. Go watch the big video if you want to know why. Hoarah Loux. And realistically, it probably does make the most sense to just stick with exactly what I have on right now. Just because jump attacks are really good against him. And obviously, this halberd's pretty good with jump attacks. I mean, I'm happy with what we've got here. I think it's going to be pretty straightforward either way. Not the most difficult boss. Much more concerned about the Elden Beast. See, this is where I, like, take 65 deaths to Hoarah Loux somehow. But I remember it being... Really, I should just be, before every fight, I should just go and, like, practice the boss for 5 minutes. And then I'd come back and it would just be so much better. Hold on, I just want to... If I just practice for 5 minutes, just give me a second. Alright, let's try this again then. I've done a bunch of practice. Somehow, like, 40 minutes passed. I feel like that happens a lot when I practice. But I figured out what I'm doing with Hoarah Loux again. This is where I walk in and miss the first dodge and die. Oh my god, it actually did happen. What happened there? I think it's something to do with the fact that when he's in phase 2.5, his stomps become full arena wide. So if you roll away, you can roll it easily, rather than in phase 1, where if you roll away, you're rolling with the wave. So you get frame caught on the back end of your roll as the wave, like, radiates outwards. Do you see what I mean? I think that's what's happening. Because I feel like, I might be wrong, but in phase 2, I was back rolling that with the same timing and it was completely fine. I have a feeling that's what it is. I could be totally wrong though. This is all because I'm fighting him in a slightly different way, by the way. Where I'm kind of back-rolling to bait certain punishes. Which I believe is probably better. It's kind of hard to tell. Probably depends on weapon. Any phase 2? Okay. He's gonna... Oh no, I get the full post. Nice. Jump attack here. So I guess I'm just gonna roll in more until he goes into... What the hell? What just happened there? I'm so confused. Whatever. He's kind of eating hella jump attacks. Oh my god, he's eating all the jump attacks. I missed. Beautiful. Well, he's definitely phase 1.5 or whatever. 2.5. Wow, I'm shocked he hadn't Sagat there. I am so not a fan of his fucking scream, man. Which makes me think I should just be running Endure. Because if you run Endure... I should probably pay attention. Okay, he's dead. If you run Endure and you're naked, you can hit Endure, and it will tank his Scream, and you won't get knocked down, and you won't take any damage. So you just essentially don't get hit. And it does make the fight a lot more fun. Anyway, that's Hoarah Loux dead. Final boss. Do I just send it? I don't know. This one is scary, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we probably want to go Black Flame Tornado for Elden Beast, and then for Radahn we can go Ice Spear, I think is probably still the best. Or potentially Flame Spear. But to get Black Flame Tornado, we need to kill Godskin Noble, so let's go do that. Since we didn't kill Godskin Duo, we don't have the Ash of War, so the way we're gonna have to go get it is by killing the Godskin Apostle. Time to get Ice Speared. This is probably an exceptionally good Ash of War for him, because you're forced to kind of stay back anyway. Oh, and he... Like, this is just free. Oh my god, this is stupid against Godskin Noble. Bye-bye. Okay, there's the peeler. Yeah, so this has Black Flame Tornado, and obviously Black Flame does a percentage of enemies' damage, so this will be big damage on Elden Beast if we can get this full thing off. Okay, let's go. Final boss time. I imagine this will take at least a couple of attempts, considering I fucking have barely practiced these two full stop. That's pretty good damage. I think this would be a charge heavy. And I just didn't roll. The only downside of this fucking head is that it's fucking huge. Do you think I drove the point home with that? The head's too big. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna get the Dex Talisman anyway. 1 second. Thank you. I am fully expecting this to be so painful that it forces me to actually learn this fight, which would be for the best, I think, if I'm being honest. Like, it's been a long time coming. I don't know what the hell that was about. Somehow reacted with a jump. It's going okay at the moment, but I feel like I clearly don't know what I'm doing. And obviously the scary part is phase 2 when he just starts, like, doing all the insane shit. I feel like Radahn was... Like, I had Radahn figured out at one point, but then there's this one combo he does. Like, he does that, like, side swipe into a, like, laser, into a... like, yeah, I guess a laser, I don't know, a light beam out of his hand that's really fast, and I had no idea how to deal with it. And then I didn't practice him again for a while. At least our damage is pretty good here. Also, the other issue is that his teleport is very difficult to deal with sometimes, because you have to read whether it's the close teleport or the far teleport. And if you roll when it's the far teleport and not the close one, he can catch you with an attack. But sometimes it's like, you know, right on the border. It's very difficult to tell. This is good because I can get re-up Flame Spear here. Fortunately, he's very sight readable. And as long as you like are kind of aware of what his tricks are, which is why I haven't died so far. But like he's bound to do something I'm not prepared for. See, right there, for example, like that was pretty close to me, but that was the far teleport, and if I rolled there, he could have frame trapped me. Okay, well that was surprisingly good. By being real though, I still don't think we have a chance. That damage is insanely good though, obviously. I think I probably want to stick with this, unless I have an opening that is obviously Black Flame Tornadoable. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot here. And then he lets go, and I run this way. That is a horrible stack. I genuinely don't know what you do in this situation. Oh my god, that is an insanely fucked up stack of attacks right there. I do somewhat wonder whether Flaming Strike Balls is better. Thank you. Yeah, this Flaming Strike. I wonder whether this will be better damage. It honestly might be. Okay. Yeah, I think it is, actually. The Balls are a really good moveset for Radahn. That's the attack I'm talking about. I can't believe I reacted to it. Yeah, this is crazy damage. What the fuck? Why is it so high? That was nasty. Now we do the same shit to Elden Beast, surely. I didn't have any stam. We go again. Okay, well he's dead. Nice. See, look at how quick that stagger is though. Get the riposte with the other one. Go back. Beautiful. I mean, that damage is good as fuck. You just get so many charge heavies. Beautiful. There's another one. There are posts. Ah, please do not Elden Stars right now. Beautiful. Stagger? Well, definitely stagger here. I think I can only get 2 here. Yeah, that was bound to happen. This is good. That's perfect. That's exactly what we want. Oh my god, this is amazing RNG. He's just completely passive right now. This is not good though. Okay, I managed to run at the right angle somehow. I knew it was some sort of diagonal, but I wasn't sure what. Beautiful. Get that riposte. Oh god, okay. I think it's something like, yeah. Turn around when it stops, like, firing off. It's starting to come back to me. Oh god, that's bad. Okay, I survived though. That's what matters. Oh, he's going up. Okay, thank god I didn't die though. Can't believe I managed to get hit and not die twice on this. God, he must be so fucking close to staggering. There we go. Hopefully, I can finish this off without having to see another Elden Stars. Good roll. We're getting very fortunate RNG, to be honest, because he's probably going to stagger here. Yup. He's, like, basically dead. I just need to close it out. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That's actually not bad. That is, though! Torrent! Torrent came in clutch! Holy fuck! Oh my fucking god! I can't choke now. Bro, he's literally 1 health. Why? Again? Oh my god, this is not real. Please just let me get 1 hit in. Yes! Holy fuck, I can't believe how close that was. Oh my god, everything went horribly wrong right at the last moment. Dude, I cannot fucking believe that Torrent was the thing that saved us. What an incredible ending. Damn, I thought I was going to be here for like a while and then was going to have to go practice for a while too. To be fair, I should practice, but I remembered a lot more than I thought I did. Or I guess when I did practice this boss, I actually learned it a lot better than I thought I did. Anyway, this was a really fun run. Apart from Leda, that was just pain, to be honest. I really like doing this low damage stuff. Although, apart from, you know, the Leda fiasco, and I don't know, whatever was happening to my brain when I was fighting Radahn, we kind of dog walked the entire thing. But yeah, this was kind of fun. It was interesting that having to think around the game without spending runes. You do realize very quickly that actually a ton of stuff that you pick up every run comes from merchants or Twin Maiden Husks or something like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you made it this far, press all the buttons down below. I will see you guys in the next one very, very soon. Bye-bye.